Hi all, welcome to my Game Week 402 squads for Sorare. Basically, we have not much to work with, but at the same time I didn't expect to. We do have MLS this midweek, so we have a bit of a chance in more than one competition for a change. So 240, 220, All-Star, and obviously MLS Amateur. 270 is probably going to be a four-man squad, but we're still going to give it a bash nonetheless. But I'm generally... like 240 is up in the air because of Marshall, so it's like I'm hoping he's fit. Like in theory, I could have ran Marshall in All-Star and put McMath in 240, but I'd even still hope that everyone can literally get, say, 50 points organically anyway from Hibs potentially. But we'll see how it goes and take it from there. 220 is literally everyone else that could be playing from a Hibs perspective, like Miller, Jago, Hanlon. Really not sure what team we're going to run tomorrow night, if I'm honest. Then obviously Herbers and Berkey fill up the rest of the gap for 220. All-Star, we've got McMath, Stairs, Quignon, Tyler Boyd and Polster. Captain is literally, could have been anyone. Stairs played really well the other night and I didn't have him in any team. He scored like 90 points and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to see. Quentin Westberger just in just to give us a goalie. Camacho, Finlay, Casper and John Gallagher. I don't expect it to do well because I think Casper's not really getting much of game time just now. But saying that, you never know, we might have a situation, it could be like an MLS Pro situation all over again. And what happened with that, we end up with what was not exactly a strong looking team, yet it got its rewards, so you never know. Challenger Europe is just Rocky and Doyle Hayes. Everyone else is either no game or whatever. MLS Amateur, Andre Blake, we've swapped out Shano for Thiago Martins, Hector Herrera, Jefferson Savarino and Brandon Vasquez. We're slowly tweaking up the MLS again, and like goalie wise is like we're fine. Defensively it's just whoever fits the bill. Like up front, like Savarino and Vasquez I should be feeling confident in. It's just obviously it's working around other than Messi, as it were. And then the other four teams that we've got squads for: Champion Asia and 3 academy teams. Asia, if I'm right in thinking, is just 2 games in the K-League. So it's basically, if you had a Daegu stack like with Cezinha, you'd probably be laughing. Like 2 games, and what's the price pool? Like 200. Oh my word, that's when you really wish. Like, this is why I don't do the K-League, because of these kind of uncertainties. But yeah, if you had a Daegu stack, you've probably cracked it. That's the way I would look at it. But it is what it is, and you just take it from there. So upcoming for 403, we've built all our squads at the moment. Obviously they've released an Austrian Bundesliga special weekly limited competition, so I think they've done one for everything. So it's like limited, super rare, rare and whatever. But yeah, so assemble the best team using 2 cards from Austrian Bundesliga, at least one from the new season. Prize pool is first 5 get a signed jersey, 6 to 20th gets a unsigned jersey for 2023, and then 21-30 gets a 21-2 version and it's unsigned. But top 100 is what you would get. Like Austrian Bundesliga, like I know for myself, we have looked at it quite extensively, like looking at Salinger for Hartberg. We've also looked at Linz and looked at Rapid Vienna, Austria Vienna, Klagenfurt. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that shapes up. It's just a pity it says just using 2 cards. It should really just make it the whole league, just give it that bit of love, and makes it, because some people will monopolise on this, so they'll be like, oh, I can field 2 players from the Austrian Bundesliga, but as long as I have 3 others, and that's what sometimes happens with it. But it is what it is. but I can think a few of the lads I know, they'll probably at least give it a bash, because they've got good like Austria, Vienna, Linz, so see how it plays out, and probably prices will go up in these competitions as well. So at the moment, we have been a bit of tweaking here, there and everywhere. MLS Amateur sticking with the same squad that we've run for this game week. Premier League Amateur, Jose Sa comes in, wouldn't mind another 100-point display from him. Estupinan, Odegaard, Haaland and Mitoma, so bit of tweaking here and there. Serie A, we've done a bit of tweaking, we've brought Theo Hernandez in now. So we've got Meri, Hernandez, Luis Alberto, Duvan, Zapata and Oshman. Zapata could be away though, because there is talk of like him going. I think it's like him and Muriel is like I've heard talk that one of them could go, and I'm like, I think that's been the case for like all summer, but it's also because of the age as well. People just, I think Atalanta just looking at other options within the team. La Liga, we've brought in Gaia now, so Oblak, Gaia, Parejo, Rodrigo and Lewandowski. French League, we've brought in, we had Abergel, we just never started him. So it's Bizot, Fouquet, Abergel, Jonathan David and Rongier. Bundesliga Amateurs had a bit of a tweak, bringing in Jonas Wind now, but we've got Kobal, Frimpong, Brandt and Kimmich. So happy with those 6 amateur drafts. Second Division Europe becomes interesting if Soriano was to leave. We've got Nadal, Alonso, Alexia, Ortuno and Jairo Izquierdo. Champion Asia is the Avispa stack as usual: Murakami, Nara, Mai, Yamagishi and Idaguchi. Champion Americas, McMath, Gallagher, Polster, Tyler Boyd and Daniel Stairs. Very strong balanced 5 that, if I'm honest, I really like it. 270 is Yanez, Melo, Corredera, Elias Melkerson and Sergio Gonzalez. Melkerson comes in because of Otero being injured, and I thought probably bring him in this squad, gives it a chance. I could have went Yuzawa or not Yuzawa, sorry, Yamashita or like Daiki in that position, but I'm trying to give like for once I actually have a full academy squad potentially with 5 playing, depending how if Marshall's fit or not. 220s, Jose Sa, Christian, Michael Meza, Ryo, Yamashita and Yuzawa. All-Star Limited is Joaquin Esqueta, who's had interest. Some people have been trying to nab him the last couple of days off me. I'm not interested. They're trying to offer me like 20-22 quid and I'm not really biting at it. I'd rather keep him, and 2, he's also a very high scorer, and I'd like to try and build a Santander stack as my next kind of team within the league ideally. Shunta Tanaka, Unda Baran, Iker Unda Barena, Enric Galago and Waldo Rubio. So bit of balance here. Like Tanaka just scores well, and that's why he ends up an all-star. Like that's what I like about him. He's just a very consistent scorer. I could easily have made the all-star be Corredera and Melo, and put Iker and Tanaka into 270, but I thought balances them all out. I think, if I'm actually honest, I feel they're very well balanced squads, if I'm honest. Melo and Corredera scored well anyway, and Sergio I think will put last week's game out the window anyway, so we'll see how that goes. MLS Pro, Andre Blake, Boxall, Finlay, Herbers, Quignon. Should be 5 that plays anyway, and should be a good scoring 5. Finlay's been scoring well, that's why he's captain. Boxall intrigues me as well for how his form goes. Challenger Europe becomes Eloy Room stepping in, because we're not sure if Marshall will be fit or not, and I thought I might as well give the Hib stack as strong a chance as possible with Fish, Newell, Yuan and Boyle. Yes, it's Aberdeen, so it's going to be an interesting one, and with both teams playing in Europe on Thursday night, Aberdeen, depending how their situation goes with Hacken, our game is more a case of just to save face, which is annoying. You'd like to have gone down to the second leg knowing that you still had half a chance. We don't have even a quarter of a chance, but it is what it is. Academy Team 4, well, it's Team 1 really, I don't know why it does this, but I think it's because of midweek. So Marshall slots in this team, so it means we've at least got a starting goalie in one, or at least potentially a starting goalie in one academy team, which is great. Gives me like real optimism, and especially if like Nadal can start. If Soriano was to go, would be laughing. But we've got Lee KG, Kamai, Suga, and Jose Leon. Jose Leon steps into this team, and I'm actually thinking he could score quite well. And it gives me a chance of a fiver as well. Like Kamai can get, like, if Kamai's firing, and same for Suga, they're like 60 point games right away. If Constadole can find a bit of form, Leon's say 50 or 60 points. Marshall, if he's like another 40 or 50, is fine. Same for Lee KJ. You're literally relying mostly on decisives, but you got to decide. He's had a few decisives in a few games lately. Like he had one like last week or whatever, and see how that goes with that. 240 is mainly Avispa and Constadole with a bit of Higashiguchi. Can it please deliver for once? We've dropped Lucan into the academy team because we're not sure if he's going to be fit. He only played 12 minutes. I'll actually check. Cause by the time I'm doing this, I've not checked if Lucan was on even the bench for the cup game. But I've brought Sato in for now. But Higashiguchi, Groli, Lucas, Sato and Asano. If Asano can actually score for once or assist, would be fine. Lucas Fernandez, would like a decisive out of him. Groli, who knows what to expect. If Sato can get a goal, would be neat, especially if he was to start as like say a central striker, and say Kono comes in at right mid, and Higashiguchi just for once would like him to get a bit of luck. It's like the last 2 or 3 games he's been given bad luck. It's actually brutal because there are quite a few owners I know of Higashiguchi, and it's not his fault. One was a penalty save that he made and it was retaken. The second one was obviously the like error led to goal when it was not his fault. It was a defender cost the goal, but it is what it is. If it clicks, we're laughing. As long as if I was to get threshold, we're always delighted, and we just take it from there. Academy second team is Nagaishi, Katayama, Kanamori, Lucan and Godoy. Obviously we'd like another starting goalie. Nagaishi I don't expect to come in. I'd expect him playing the cup games and taking it from there. Academy team 6, Fleshberg is just in just to give us another academy goalie. Camacho, DeBlasis, Toyokawa and Fukamori. Toyokawa is just not finding form lately, so I've not had as much faith in him. So that's how he ends up there. Obviously in an ideal world, as I said, we were like 2 more starting keepers, but try to be smart with funds, and I don't really want to justify putting 2 starting keepers in if I've not got the like funds to necessarily justify it. You'd rather have like low priced goalies just slotting in these spots, or if rewards go your way, you'd like to fit them in. But all in all, I'm quite hopeful with like I've said that the last couple of weeks. I've been hopeful with quite a few of these teams, whether it be Asia, America, 270, All Star, 240. It's just needing a bit of luck our way. That's all it is. It's just if we get a bit of luck, we could genuinely have a few rewards every week throughout the season, and we'd be laughing. Obviously I'll have to think about planning out the post-winter, like post-MLS and J-League once they end, because obviously when you look at some of our squads just now, they take up we've got 1 slot in All-Star, 3 240's got a squad basically for usage. And then same for the academy, fills up whoever else is not getting used just now really, between say La Liga Smart, High Promotion, Hibs and whatever else is not getting used really, or we end up maybe in the initial period maybe using the academy teams as XP squads potentially as well. But we'll see how it goes. It's all a wait and see and take it from there. But let me know, folks, what your squads are for 403. Have a good one, folks. Take it easy all. Have a good one, and I'll speak to you all later.